This is a Kandao QooCam EGO that has two lenses could capture the battery smooth Full HD at 60 fps. That's battery smooth. It has been quite a while since its initial launch in May 2022. In this video, we're gonna dive deep into the Kandao QooCam EGO once again. I want to share with you what has been changed, what has been updated. Are there any new accessory design for this 3D VR camera? So, want to know more about it? Keep watching. My name is Jitter Removal. My YouTube channel is dedicated to 360 photography, video, accessories, and some cutting technology. First, let's talk about some new accessory design specific for the Kandao QooCam EGO by the Kandao engineer. And this is a carbon fiber selfie stick with a rubber handle, and it's full of the QooCam logo on the handle. And it has a wrist strap, a quarter-inch mount on the bottom, and a mini ball head that has Kandao logo on the top. Well, you can just change with the ball head, change the orientation, and on the bottom we have the rubberized or quarter-inch mount thread hole on the top. So to speak, with this carbon fiber selfie stick, you can place your Kandao QooCam EGO camera on top, and you can capture something. You can extend your content creation, and the total length of the selfie stick is around 19 centimeters when you fully expand it, and when you fold them together, it's around 24 centimeters. So it's very lightweight and it's also very portable. So when you tear it down, you can see looks just like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 altogether, 6 sections. When you fully expand it, it's 90 centimeters. But this selfie stick cannot stay at any length. So you have to two different working lengths. This one is around half meters, and when you fully compress in your handle, it's around 25 centimeters. So this is a lightweight selfie stick. It looks pretty similar with the first generation Insta360 invisible selfie stick, but this one has a different design on the top with a mini ball head. So this one is definitely a great accessory for 3D camera, because for 3D camera, we don't need invisible selfie stick. What we need is to level the camera at any heights. And this also works on a 360 camera, and it's almost invisible in your final shot, because this top design is sometimes, for QooCam 8K, it's totally visible, but for some other 360 cameras, this is a little bit visible in the nadir part. Okay, the next accessory, we know that the Kandao QooCam EGO, the battery life is not that great. So to speak, on the official Kandao website, you can purchase a new battery together with the battery charger. So this is actually a battery charger that has a 2 battery slot. You can charge 2 Kandao QooCam EGO battery simultaneously with quick charge speed. To charge the battery in such small form factor will save you a lot of time and efforts. So for the official accessory, now the Kandao has provided the carbon fiber selfie stick, a spare battery, and a standalone battery charger that support USB-C charging with fast charging speed. And coming next, let's talk about some great new update and design in the camera user interface. We're gonna see some change in the camera interface when we operating the camera, when we're creating the 60 fps battery smooth content with the 3D camera. Okay, coming next. So now let's talk about the 5 major updates of the camera user interface that to elevate your experience with the Kandao QooCam EGO. So first, let's take a look at this camera. The first thing first, for the battery performance, now the engineer has added the battery save mode. So the battery save mode, I suggest you can turn it on if you want to have the longest battery life, because when you turn on the battery save mode, it will reduce the frame rate when you live preview. Even if you shot with 60 frames per second, but you end up with 30 fps live preview, but the content itself will be captured in the 60 fps battery smooth. So this reduction in the refresh rate in the live preview will save you a lot of battery life that fully extended the performance of this Kandao QooCam EGO camera. So the next one, the engineer also added more options to optimize battery life. For example, now you can see there is auto shutdown. Auto shutdown, you can have different options. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or never auto shutdown. When you auto lock, it will lock the screen just like you have on your cell phone. So this screen itself is a lot of power. So you can, if you auto lock the screen itself, it will also save you a lot of time and battery life. Another big change on the interface is that when you turn it off, as you might have noticed, there is a shutter button on the touch screen, so you can now use this touch screen as a touch shutter to trigger the camera to capture content. Because so some of the users, they complain about the buttons that is way too hard to press with your fingertip, and now with this touch shutter button on the touch screen, it is very easy, intuitive, yes, to trigger your camera to capture the buttery smooth 3D video content. It is more user friendly to see, as you can have might notice. Now they have changed this user interface. As you might notice, you can see the icons, and on the top there is a centimeters, on the bottom it is inch. So with two different units and different icons, so this manual focus user interface is now more user friendly. But you know what we want is ultimate autofocus capability with peak display, just like we have on the Sony or the Canon, the mirrorless camera. We finally solved the problem when we want to change focus. Coming next, let's talk about the latest edition of the Kandao QooCam app. You know, for the user-friendly consumer-level 3D camera, the mobile app is also very important to make this camera ease of use and to gain more precise control with wireless connection. But for the Kandao QooCam EGO, things got quite different from the conventional QooCam camera. Because first, you have to don't ever forget to turn on the Wi-Fi on the screen. Just turn on the icon. If the Wi-Fi icon turns red, that will say now the camera has turned on the Wi-Fi. And the next one, you know, here is something that is really different. In the settings menu, in the Wi-Fi connection, you have to connect to your Wi-Fi router, or you have to use your phone as a hotspot to generate a Wi-Fi hotspot and use the Kandao QooCam EGO to join this Wi-Fi hotspot to finally get connected with your phone. So altogether, you have two different routines to get connected with your app. First, to connect your phone hotspot. So second is both your phone and camera, they both connect to the same wireless Wi-Fi router. So now I have connected my QooCam EGO to my wireless router, and the next one, I use my iPhone, and I also have joined my Wi-Fi router. In the settings, we're gonna click on search. If you search whether there is some existed QooCam cameras, search for the camera once again. Now, as you can see, it has automatically detect my QooCam EGO and with serial number, and click on this camera. And finally, we have connected the QooCam EGO to our phone. As you can see, this is a live preview of the camera, and we can shoot both videos or photos with the QooCam app. So the user interface looks pretty similar with QooCam and QooCam 8K, and you do have a very high quality live preview. Although the resolution is not that equivalent, but doesn't matter. Okay, here you can see in the settings for the photos, you can change the exposure value, and you can change the shutter speed, the slowest shutter. You can add some criteria, and you can set to auto. If you set the different slowest shutter, you can reduce the motion blur when you want to capture something in action in sports. That is 1/100 seconds and 1/250 seconds. And the next one is the countdown timer. We do have 2 seconds, 5 seconds, and 10 seconds. And this one is to change the focal distance from 30 centimeters to 40, 50, 110, and 500 centimeters. So altogether you have 5 different focal distance to choose from in the settings menu. And once you have connected as auto, and you can use exposure criteria to bring back this exposure. And now I am sitting around 30 centimeters away. As you can see, my face looks pretty sharp in the final shot. And there is a vibration feedback when you press the shutter button. And I accidentally choose the 10-second countdown. As you have noticed, there's a shutter sound from the Kandao QooCam EGO. For photos, it looks pretty identical with the QooCam. And for the videos, you know, the live preview is not 3D. It's not 3D, but it is great enough. For the videos, we also have more options. As you can see, now we have exposure criteria, EV0. We also have 2 extra shutters, and we can change the frame rate to 30 fps to 60 fps. When you shot in 30 fps, the images will look brighter because the slowest shutter speed could be up level to 1/30 second. It doesn't matter. And you also get a countdown, but actually for video shooting, we don't need a countdown timer. And you can also change the focal distance because now I'm sitting around 30 centimeters away, so I can take the shot immediately. Okay, this is where I place my camera, and here you can see this is my on the back is my YouTube studio. Okay, I'm going to take a shot for myself. I will load down a little bit, 30 centimeters, and I use a reflection mirror in the middle as a composition reference. So this is another great design for the Kandao QooCam EGO as well. Okay, now let's capture the 3D content with the QooCam EGO via this app. Hey, I'm talking to you, the Kandao QooCam EGO engineers. You should work pretty hard to bring the autofocus and peak focus capability features to our 3D content creator and to make this Kandao QooCam EGO more user-friendly and easier to use in the future. So cheers, the Kandao engineer, and keep up the good work. Another great design for the latest app that we had the settings menu. You can see you can now add the stabilization, so you can remove the jitter. This is actually a great update for this camera. You can add to the jitter remove, and for general, you can save location, the switch camera, and you go to live preview. So the jitter reduction will be applied when you Wi-Fi download the footage inside the camera. So in the gallery menu, here you can see this is a 3D camera, videos. Now I'm going to download this footage from the camera to my phone. While downloading the footage, this app itself will automatically correct the jitter, remove the jitter, to add some stabilization correction, and will also adjust the vertical distance of the 3D content. So once you have downloaded all this footage, you can you can add some stabilization. You can turn it on or off. Did you see that? You now have new options, and you can play back in the final shot. And you also get the parallel eyes, a different point of view, and you can add filters, add the effect jellyfish, the whales, the heart, and also add music, add trim capability. You can also use the cloud service to share your footage to the other QooCam EGO user. But before you Wi-Fi cloud share the content, you have to register as a Kandao user online. And you can also share to the different platforms, just like Facebook, YouTube, and you can also share to another EGO. The last one is EGO. So that is the EGO to EGO share. So finally, we have the possibility to add stabilization to the Kandao QooCam EGO footage. And I also suggest you can add the auto stop recording temperature to boost to record even longer footage with the Kandao QooCam, because this camera, when you turn on the Wi-Fi, turn on the full HD, the 60 fps, and turn on the 60 battery smooth light preview, this camera, this small form factor 3D camera, will easily got overheat in long-term recording. So to speak, in this section, I just gave you a brief recap on the latest QooCam app, and together with the QooCam EGO, and I also share with you how to get them connected, how to control, and how to share with other EGO or the social platform. Okay, this is a brief recap on the Kandao QooCam EGO after its initial launch, and in this video we have covered several official new accessory design for this camera and the latest update on the QooCam app, especially when we finally add the stabilization when you download the footage from the camera to the phone. But still, I think the Kandao engineers should keep updating, keep optimizing their product, their workflow, just to make the Kandao QooCam EGO more and more user-friendly, more and more useful in our daily life. Because the full HD 16 FPS, the battery smooth with high quality is really take this consumer level 3D content to the next level and make this 3D consumer level product more accessible to worldwide customers. So cheers on Kandao and keep up the good work. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Stay safe, see you next time. Bye.